is Chippy from the UMPC portal at CeBIT 2009. We're at the Intel booth, and we've got the latest version of the Viliv S7. So this is the S7, which is has a rotating screen. A very small design, very similar to the Sony Vio P. It's based around a Intel Atom 1.8 gigahertz. I can't confirm that right now, but the prototypes and the specs said 1.8 gigahertz. So it's got a very good keyboard. It's actually thumbable as well, which is interesting, and it's got a nice size for using on a table. So this one's running XP. It's got touchscreen as well. And interestingly enough, this looks like Origami Experience, I guess. No, this is actually the Viliv software, which is the first time I've ever seen it, never touched it. And obviously it's beta software, so there's a couple of errors there. So let's just have a quick look around the device. A couple of buttons on the screen here. Pivot, I assume that's going to rotate the screen if the software is working. Unfortunately it's not. There's a menu button here, that's not working either. Stereo mics left and right. I don't know what that is for. Webcam on the top left. Then moving down, we've got a very interesting touchpad here on the top right. Now this I like. It's much better than touchpads on the bottom when you're using a device in two hands. So as you can see, you can move the mouse pointer around, right click, left click. Let me just see if I can get the, yeah, here we go, and get the proper, so right click's working here. And also touch to click as well, which is really, really easy. And then if you want to, obviously you've got the touchscreen that you can. So this is the special UI that Viliv have developed for the S7. It also appears in a different format on the S5 as well. So it gives you quick access to various window panes with icons on. And from there you can select various programs. Not sure that all programs are installed on here, but as you can see, it's fairly easy to operate. On the right hand side you've got calendar, you've got weather, and you can take those icons away using that. You can also switch, I think, straight to the XP user interface by just clicking the button on the bottom right. Back to the UI again. We've got standby, we've got battery power, volume, LAN, WAN interface, status, time. You can even change the background color with a click here. So let's have a look, see if we can. Actually, none of the programs are actually starting up at the moment, so obviously a little bit of work to do there. So this is a really nice way to be using the device. So internet, see if we can get the browser up. Okay, the actual software itself is not quite working, but you get the idea of that. Let's have a little look around the sides of the device. I'll just close that up. At the front there's nothing there. This is a I believe a 28 watt or 29 watt battery, which means this little baby is going to last for 6 to 7 hours online. It's a very big battery. Saying that, in the prototype I saw last September, the battery actually looked like it took up a bit more space. Maybe they've reduced the battery size. We'll try and check that one out. In fact, maybe I could just add it on and I won't pop it out. So, got the on-off and lock switch here. This is USB host, SD card slot, and then there's an antenna port there. Presumably that's for DMB. Yeah, this is a Korean model, so that'll be DMB there. There's also antenna for probably a GPS, external GPS on that one. On the back of the device, nice and clean, nothing there. And on the right hand side of the device, VGA out, which on a device this thin, and this is definitely under 30 mils thick, this is pretty good. So this is a docking port, which should break out things like composite video and allow you to connect to maybe a docking station as well. And then we've got headphone in and out, and then power here, which is 5 volts by the look of it. So it's around 800 grams, really easy to hold in two hands. And with the 1.8 gigahertz processor, this could potentially give you kind of netbook performance in a much smaller form factor. And given that you can use it like this, rotate it and use it as a kind of tablet device as well, I think this has got some really nice points about it. So we'll have another play with this, but for the time being, Steve Payne, Chippy from CeBIT 2009 at the Intel booth.